Yo. Alright. Good evening, people. It's 2:48 a.m. I just got off of work. And I wanted to do a speed run of backtesting. So, with that being said, what is today? Thursday night. So, for people who have not seen my first, for those who have not seen my first backtesting video, alright, for people who have not seen my first backtesting video, this is kind of how it goes. And I also want to go over today because I did not trade today, and I'm very curious how that could have went. Alright, so I do use FX Replay, and I'm going to be journaling the whole time. And I just want to bring you guys along. This could be valuable to some people, not valuable to others. But I just kind of want to show you guys how I do things. And I have not traded in 6 days, bro. So I did not trade Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, or Tuesday. So we'll be trying to figure out things also along the way. So let's go right here and look at what could have happened for today. So this is the 3-minute time frame. And I'm beginning to try to want to call my my strategy something, like give it a name. And really I'm just thinking of MRD. This is the MRD strategy. This is manipulation, range, displacement strategy. And this is kind of what I saw today. Right? So if we're playing it back, so like let's just look at here to the right for a second. So we manipulated up, caught in buyers, and then we closed back below the range. And so now I'm waiting for bearish displacement. So what candle is that? That's the 1002 candle. I'm thinking of some type of entry somewhere right there. I like that a lot. And then I had a fair value gap range somewhere drawn up earlier from today. So you can't see it. Okay. So I did it on Trading View instead of Top Step, and we gapped on MNQZ, and we did not gap on. Okay. So it would have been somewhere like right here. This would have been a crazy freaking day today, man. And I literally got on my charts and I was trying to trade, and like I just kept my head kept on bobbing because I was so tired. I've been working till like 2. But anyways, I want to run through at least like 3 or 4 trades. All right, there we go. So, let's see. And also, I've been wanting to either get into like options or crypto, and I've been looking at Solana, and it is just really, really cool stuff. So we're gonna go. Let's start on the first. Let's go October. No, I want to go like random month. Let's go like May of 2024. All right. I'm probably going to backtest tomorrow, so I'm going to go to like, or sorry, it's kind of taking me a minute to get everything set up. So here we go. This is on FX Replay. All right, and I literally just want to do a speed run. I want to do a speed run and show you guys literally exactly how I would look at every single day, every single day of like, maybe we can get through this week and maybe a couple other days for the backtesting, like backtesting days. So what am I seeing here? Possible sell side, fair value gap. Oh shoot, forget I always have to do this. So this is 6 o'clock candle. And boys, I'm like rusty. So if you want to go ahead and put this, on like on the back speed on YouTube, like put it on 1.25 so you can kind of digest this a little bit faster than normal. So this is the 8 o'clock candle. Let's see. We could expand 270 points, or we could go, or 348 points. Okay. So okay. So I always typically go to, like if I'm trading live, I automatically just look at the hour to kind of get some to get like a brief draw. Like that's where I'm getting with this is I'm basically noting up my draws on the 1 hour. Now I want to go all the way to the 9. Oh shoot, I already freaking messed it up. What is this? All right, whatever. Cool. So I always really look at the 9:30 candle. So here we go. Range up top, range on the bottom. Kind of like how that's looking. Just to see what can happen from here. So like I'm trying to note in my head, all right, today this is a Wednesday. This is Wednesday price action. All right, so we have closed below and came back into the range. So cool. News driver at 10. Let's see what can happen from there. So right here I'm looking at, all right, is there any specific gaps or any type of So anytime I'm looking at a group of wicks, I will always pick out the middle one. So that's what I'm doing right there. You see low, median, high. So this could be a Bro, I'm telling you guys, like I am rusty. So I am gonna be trying to give myself a little bit of slack here. So we've now closed below this range. Let's go with let's just say we're risking 15 contracts here. All right, cool. Let's stop on and sell here. And let's see what can happen. So this is why. Maybe somewhere right there. So 1 to 9, 1 to 1.9. So we close above this range, we close back below, and we're displacing. So let's see what we can get from here. So we're respecting this range. Oh, there we go. All right, cool. So I'm 0 for 1 on Wednesday. The first of the month as well. This is a 1 to 1.9. 1.92 RR, and we are down $1,200. Entry was at 1004. All right. So we are 0 and 1. Let's keep watching here to see what kind of happens. All right. So we've now closed below this range. So what have we ultimately done? This whole price leg right here was to take out stop losses from people who sold after news. So this is kind of like the after news wave. Okay. So we have clean displacement again. Am I wanting to take 2 losses for the day? So let's just say yes. Because we closed below this range and we're starting to displace. This would be an 82-point move. Okay. Let's see what happens. All right, let's save ourselves another $100, I guess. We could have taken profits to end up break even on the day, but let's just say in this case we didn't. So that's another loss. So let's go 0 for 2. Wednesday, same thing applies. We are going to be down $720. And this was another 2.7 RR. entry was at. All right. Mike could have managed that a little bit better, but that was the first trade. So let's just say I got out right there. Let's just see what could have happened. Holy shooties. Well, I mean, technically my stop loss never got hit, right? I just kind of wanted to see what happened there. So let's just say whatever. All right, we got out break even. We could have gotten out there with a 1.17, and I did not adjust stop loss or anything. Could have been a winning trade, whatever. Let's just say hypothetically that's 2 losses. I'd rather be hard on myself than rather be easy on myself. So I am done trading for this trading day. So let's go into the next day. So 1, 2, 3. So it's now 8 o'clock. My draw is going to be the same thing from yesterday. Again, I'm looking at 3 wicks, low, median, higher. So I'm looking at that. Also, we never reached equilibrium on this fair value gap on the 1 hour. But overall, we are still bearish until we close above this type of range. So I'm going to go into the 15-minute, and it's 8:45, 9:15. Now we are going straight into the 3-minute, and it's going to be 9:27. All right, so here we go. We're about to cook right here. This wick is kind of what I'm looking at as another draw. That just comes to my eye, pops out to me. So this video is kind of going to be like back testing speed run / I really want to get into like my strategy and everything I look at to be very, very open and transparent with you guys. So let's see, 9:30 candle, boom. I'm going to be looking at this range. And usually I listen, like psychology-wise, I listen to the same music back testing that I do whenever I'm live trading. So let's see how this closed. Okay, so we have this right here is manipulation. You see how we have closed below and then we've closed above the range. All right. So I do not trade from 9:30, or I do not enter from 9:30 to 9:40 because it is too sticky. I know some people might think otherwise, but I don't care what. I mean, I personally can think whatever, however I want to. So I don't want to take this trade, but that looks like a cool entry if you trade open. All right, so it is now 9:40. It is permissible to take a trade. I'm speculating bouncing from the 1 minute to the 3 minute. So usually I would have my 3-minute on this screen and then my 1-minute entry screen or enter time on this other screen. So that's why I will be bouncing back and forth. I really only enter on the 3-minute and 1 minute. Sometimes I will speculate on the 30-second as well if needs be. Okay, so I'm overall bearish. Why? Because we are still up under this range. If we close above, I'm looking for bullish signature. Okay. All right, so for this case scenario, that is bearish, but this is a great time to manipulate up to get out all the stop losses on the people who sold. I like this candle. It's just not really what I'm looking for as of right now. And we've also closed below this range as well. So let's see what happens. Beautiful. So now it's kind of like it would be more of like a pullback type scenario. And then we have a gap right there. That would be a new day opening gap, an old new day opening gap. So if that happens, pull back up again. Awesome. So now I'm looking at this wick. If we close below this wick, that's bearish signature. Oof. All right. Shit. That's bearish signature. That's still not an A plus entry. Like I like that entry. I would love to take something like that, possibly. But for context, we are bearish. We still have liquidity up here to be ran if we want to go there and take it and then proceed further down. But the way this is looking on the 1 minute, I think we will expand down. So I'm going to take another sell right here. Fuck. Go. All right, beautiful. So we are now 143 on Thursday. That is a 2.17 RR. Entry time was at 9:59. And we are up. I don't know, I forgot. So to calculate this, since I just forgot to look at it to document it. But you would do 67.75 times $20 per point, and that would be 1353. And since I was risking 15 contracts, I would do times 1.5. So that trade was $2,000 and $2,030. So I will document plus 2030. So that makes up for both of my two losses plus some. So dang, I kind of did that wrong because let's just say the last trade, hypothetical, blah, 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 whatever. Let's just say I would have gotten out break even. I don't know how it would have been live, so this is going to be cutting myself some slack and saying I held out on the trade and I held my position. So I lost 1,215 on the first trade. Second trade, let's just say it was break even. Third trade, I went up 2,000. So let's just say I made up for my losses and I'm up $930 on the week. This will be Thursday. So let's just say I was done for the day. Now I'm just going to see what else kind of happened from there. Cool. So that was a good draw. Why? Because we closed below and we came back above. That means that there is liquidity all through in this range. And I like the fact that I spotted that with me being this rusty and getting a hold of things, whatever. And that's how you know that there's a bunch of liquidity at a certain range. If we close below, or if we close above the range, close back below, and then we burst through it, that means that there's liquidity built up in here. So, me just speculating now, we ran out possibly, oh man, we ran out Asia low. Yeah, so we swept Asia low and London. Nah, we swept Asia low. Okay, cool. So now I'm going to put this at, all right. So now this is where you have to be real with yourself. So it is a Friday, and we just opened up 176.5 points on at 8 o'clock on Friday. So where is my draw going to be? I'm done looking at this. Let's just say I want to keep it up. So this is like the past week high we have now ran. So I'm now going to go to the 4 hour and look at draws from here. Okay. 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 So let's just say I want to aim for these two gaps. Because why? Because I think that it's more reasonable to say, hey, we're going to expand 230 to 330 points. Okay? So then from there, I only want to see us expand no more than really only because the 8 o'clock open candle on Friday was plus 167 points. Me speculating saying that we could take out that and then maybe proceed lower. So I'm going to look at this gap as a potential draw as well. Okay. So from there, I'm going to go to the 15, and it'll be 8:45, 9:15. All right, so let's now go to the 3-minute. So I'm now just going to the highest two bodies, which is right here. That's how I like to specify on my ranges. All right, so it is now 9:27. Let's see how the 9:30 candle reacts. So let's just say, hypothetically, whatever. I know it's not exact, but we're up $930 on this week. It's a Friday. Things look kind of wonky because we just burst it up that much. Okay. So now 9:42. It is permissible, meaning you have permission to take a trade now because we are outside of 9:30 to 9:40, which is where I don't want to take a trade. My stomach's messed up right now. All right, so we are now displacing Okay. I like the way that candle looked, bro. For some type of entry, like maybe like that. Like, dude, it's if you want to, dude, if you have a 1 to 2 setup and your take profit gets hit at 40 points on a Friday, it's like, bro, come on, you can't be greedy. Don't why stay in it to hit the 1 to 3 risk to reward ratio of 80 points? It's like, bro, that's kind of pride and greedy at that point, in my eyes. So that's kind of how we're looking. Okay. So we're kind of ballpark between that range and this 1 minute range. So let's see. Man, I think we're about to just kind of slow roll up. All right. Let's see if we can just. And dude, if it's a 1 to 1 risking 50 points to make 64, bro, that's not valuable. That's not valuable enough for me. So I'm just kind of watching. News driver at 10. All right, so this is good trading time right here. This is like prime trading time. All the BS is gone. We've taken out all the buyers from this point on right here because we have taken their stop losses. So let's see. Oof. All right, so now we have a bunch of sellers in the market. So this right here would be a good range. All right. Oh, shoot. So basically we just got out and we have generated liquidity now for the people who did this. Or the people who sold right here. Or the people who sold up here. We're still trying to take out their stop losses, indicating to me that we have now generated enough liquidity by manipulating this range. Okay. This right here, I love seeing these two displacement candles back to back. But it is just, it's fishy, right? It's fishy right now. So let's see. Oh, so that was like a fake push down to take out all the people who did this. So we have not taken out those stop losses. Nice. Oh. All right, it's now 11 o'clock on a Friday. I want to take my wins for the week and peace out. That's what I want to do. Because now we're just choppy. Yep, and we're just going to slow roll up. All right, cool. So now we have taken out this stop loss. We have taken out all the people who bought in now. So now it's like, okay, what do you guys want to do? Big momentum candle, big momentum candle. Somewhere if you could have bought in here, that would have been great. Get your little 20, 30, 40 point moves on a Friday and move on. So no trade. So I'm going to write down plus 930 on the week. And whenever people say like you want to go back test and journal, like dude, some people take it a different way. Some people go in there and jot down, I felt this when I entered because I felt this and I should not have felt. That's not me. I journal because I want to document. I want to document numbers. Numbers don't lie. So now we're going into Sunday. 7, 8. What is this? 8 o'clock on Monday. Here we go. Really, I like this gap as a draw. If we burst through that gap, I like this draw. Look, high wick, median wick, low wick. I know I say I want to go with the median, but this just really catches my eye more. So I'm going with that. Then we have a new week opening gap somewhere right in there, straight from Friday to Monday. So we have now, just for visual learners, there's a gap somewhere in there. We have now ran below and we have ran above, so I'm no longer looking at that for any type of draw. I see a big 1 hour fair value gap and a lower fair value gap. And we could take out all of Friday's liquidity. So this is going to be my draw. I might break this up to get a little bit more precise. Okay. So that's kind of what I'm running with right now. It's going to be 9 o'clock, 9:15. Now I'm going to go to the 3 minute and let's just see what we can find. So right there was that new week opening gap that I was talking about, because we open back up on Sunday at 5 p.m. and we close on Friday around 5 p.m. So it's 5 to 5 for those who want to remember that. Okay. Cool beans. Okay. So this is probably going to be a low probable, no news Monday. We'll probably get like a 150-point move. So I'm not looking to go way up here. I'm not looking to go really any lower than right here. All right, cool. So all the people that sold off, their stop losses are now taken out. We are now generating liquidity from this point forward. It is 9:37. It's not permissible to take a trade. Now it's permissible to take a trade. 9:42. All right, I want to move my range to right there, but I'm just going to keep that in mind. So I'm also looking at this, and sometimes it can get like messy with my ranges, quote unquote. But like this right here, I'm not paying too much mind of this range just because it's kind of low volume right now. But it's also just good for you to see. So we have closed below and closed above. Let's see what happens here. That's what I'm seeing. Okay, so it looks like we're trying to run to this fair value gap. If that's the case, I don't really want to trade that because that's only going to be another, wow, 35 points maybe. But I think the entry, if anything, would have been something right here. I really don't want to risk no more than that. And low probable Monday, no more than like a 40-point move. So that could have been something ideal. So now I'm just kind of watching. So what happened right there in those couple of candles? We moved up. The market realized, hey, a lot of people bought in right here. So we're going to slam it down and scare them out. And then we're going to proceed to, we're going to try to scare some people out. But see, that's why I love using these ranges. Because if we did not close below this range, I'm not looking for anything bearish. I'm not going to get scared out. I'm not worried about that. If anything, I can use that to my advantage. You can use this range to your advantage, this little line. You can use this to your advantage by saying, hey, we came down and we respected it. Hey, we came down and we broke it and closed above. Hey, we came down, closed above, now we closed below. Stuff like that. That's why I like using these ranges. Bam. So we have now closed below the range. Now, our draw could be something like 51-point move. Or we could just have a deeper pullback. So let's just wait and find out. Because if I don't get any true clean displacement, I don't want to take this. Alright, I like that. Why? Because so many people just tried to sell right here. And what have we done? We faked out, false push, not enough momentum. We're going to come up and try to grab these stop losses, fake out some more people. So now we're going to get more of like an impulse move to the upside in my eyes. There we go. Now we're going to push up. I don't like that. I don't like that type of trade. It's now 11. Slow roll up from there. Okay. So we closed the bill up. No, we didn't. Alright, whatever. So no trade on a Monday. Awesome. Look at your results of your back testing and see, like for me, Mondays are the worst day for me. Statistical data wise. So I'm thinking we're gonna burst through that gap. So I don't really want to look at that gap anymore. What else am I seeing? Huge fair value gap right there on the 4-hour time frame. So that's what I'm looking for today on Tuesday. So usually Mondays we go out and we generate a lot of liquidity. Tuesday we go and we hunt that liquidity. or correct. For Wednesday, we're kind of correcting and hunting. Same thing for Thursday, Friday. Depends. All depends with news. It all depends with how that kind of goes. So let's say that we don't want to push up high. We want to come out and take some of these stops. So that's kind of going to be my draws for today. And we do have some type of range right here. Because look at this, right? If we do this right here at this range, that tells me so much. People are getting manipulated right there. Liquidity is going to generate, which is going to show displacement. If liquidity generates, it has to show displacement. That's how I squeeze the market. Show me displacement so I can act. So the 30, okay, cool. So 930 candle, we have only 18 to 20 points. All right, so I don't like how this is looking so far. $9.49. Maybe we could come down and take out this and end up somewhere around here, around this 18.1 level. So then I'm going to go to my 5 minute or somewhere around there. And let's see if there's any gaps that we can hunt for. This is the first gap below sell side liquidity. And it's very reasonable for us for this to be the draw, because I'm not looking for some crazy type of move for today. Like it would surprise me if we came all the way down to 1880. But it's like, if we do, what would I want to target? Somewhere around there. So low, that's the median, that's like the low candle. I kind of like that one better, because if I'm looking at selling, it's better to go for the lowest sometimes. Let's see what happens. Wham, wham. My thing is, we manipulated 930 to go up, tried to gain some liquidity, failed push, displaced down. This will be kind of like the second leg. But I am liking the way that this is looking right now. Is this trade worthy? Because we've already came back to equilibrium of this fair value gap. I'm gonna wait and see though. I want to wait and see what happens. This could be a missed entry, but let's just see. So we've now taken out this wick. If we can displace clean off of this, I'll like this. So see, we closed above the range. Let's be patient here. Okay, so I'm now bullish. Dude, it feels so good to be back on the charts and still know, like, bro, I still know what I'm talking about. Like, bro, I still know what the hell's going on here. Stomach's growling. All right. I think that we've done the damage. I think people sold off here. We took out their stop losses somewhere around here. And now we're trying to push down and we have volume going down. So I like this. So I'm going to sell. Alright, so we're kind of moving sideways. I don't know if I really like this anymore. Let's just see. Yep. Probably should have gotten out right there at break even. So we're negative $427. Let's wait for our stop loss to get hit. There we go. So it is a Tuesday. So I'm 1 for 4. Tuesday, negative 427. 2.75 RR. And entry candle was at 1023. Alright, so let's see. Nice. Usually I just want to take like one trade a day, but if the opportunity's there, that right there would have been the time to enter right there, I think. Yeah, we're about to push up. We'll take that out, I think. I hope. Alright, never mind. Alright, cool. Next day, Wednesday, let's go. So really it's just, we're going off of Monday as well. We generated, so we did not really correct. We just kind of continuated. So we're just still generating and generating. Got to note that coming into Wednesday. Wednesday, we're looking to correct and hunt. Thursday, we could either generate or also kind of hunt or correct. All right, cool. Cool. So we could definitely take out highs, or we could crash about 250 points and hunt all of this. So we're using this range right here kind of as people bought in, and now we're kind of going lower. So all right, I just want to look and check for schedule. Dude, this is already a freaking hour long. All right, I'm going to go through one more really good entry / trade day, and that's probably going to be the video. I don't want to keep you guys too long. So let's see here. All right, I'm going to end off on a win. It's in my mind. So we've taken out, we're going to hunt and proceed lower. That's what I'm looking for. On 15. Okay. Let's see here. What I want to happen is for us to kind of, really, I hope we can doji 930, move up, take out these stops, close below this range in this place to give me a clean entry. If not, it's not going to be there. So I'm 0-1 for this week. All right, great. We've taken out stop losses. Wow. So we're now 941. I'm going to use this range right here. I hate that we didn't close above. Did we do that on the... Alright, great. Great. Let's see. Oh my gosh, you gotta be kidding me. This is gonna be tricky because it is 946. We have displaced. Now we're gonna try to hunt. Oh gosh. I already don't like this going into it, but it's about to get dicey, boys. It is about to get dicey. Oh, I love and hate these type of trades. So we did close above and close below that range right there. I'm not taking a 1-1 2020. Alright, nice. That was kind of the trading day. And if anything, I would have entered on a B setup. So I don't like that. Okay. No trade on Wednesday. Alright. Same draw. Up here for buys. $200 points, 200 points. Maybe we can do this and then Friday be down here or something. I like that range. I want to keep it even though it's already been ran through. Let's go to 15. It is 8:45. No, 15. Okay. Let's see. 9:30 candle. All right. What is that line? Oh man. Maybe pull back and go over, but I like that line. I like that draw. I'm 42. All right, so this is kind of like first leg, pull back, second leg's going to tear down here. No way, bro. See how this looks like weak? That tells me that this is about to get ran through. I feel like taking this, dude. If we get another candle. Fudge, bro. If I was watching on the 30-second, I could have entered there. Dude, I think we're about to tear. I think we're about to tear. like that. So this is kind of like a heavier trade. Fuck me bad. Okay. Alright. Well, I'm sorry, you guys. You guys just witnessed me go 1 and 5. But it's okay. But that's going to be the video. I got my back testing in for the night. So, thank you guys for watching. That's me in just a quick run of me back testing. Love you guys, and peace out.